Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Monday, December 2nd, around 9 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. Scientists are measuring burps and farts, and it could help save the planet. Where's Al Gore when you need him? Icelandic volcano eruption forces the closure of the Blue Lagoon, a tourist destination, as a wall of lava cuts off the road. What could go wrong? Well, more lake effect snow piling up in the Great Lakes region. Keep calm. It's boom time. I-90 reopens in New York after lake effect snowstorm dumps more than 5 feet of snow across the Great Lakes. Say it ain't snow. The impacts from the historic lake effect snowstorm has been far-reaching, not only because of the sheer amount of snow that fell, but also because of the intense snowfall rates reaching up to 4 inches per hour, which overwhelmed crews who were relentlessly working around the clock to remove the snow and ice from roads and highways, such as the heavily traveled Interstate 90 from New York State to Ohio. Holy macaroni. The long-duration lake effect snowstorm is continuing to pummel the Great Lakes region after dumping 3 to 5 feet of snow in cities from Michigan to New York that paralyzed travel as people tried to get home after the busy Thanksgiving holiday. This has been the first significant lake effect snowfall of the season, and snow totals have been nothing less than epic in numerous communities. And we have those totals coming up, and it appears as if the lake effect machine will continue. Now, who got the most snow in upstate New York? Well, as of this morning, the totals are epic. Barnes Corners in Jefferson County of upstate New York, 65 inches. Montauk, 60 inches. Copenhagen, 58.8. Casadonga, 54 inches there. Black River Salt, 52 inches. West Carthage, picking up just 4 feet. And holy macaroni, the totals are epic across the region, and more snow is on the way in the week to come. And we will have the full forecast in just a moment. One critically injured in I-94 snow whiteout crash. 14 cars and multiple semis are involved. Police responded to a crash on I-94 near Hartford, Connecticut, in snowy conditions on Monday. The road was closed for hours after the crash. One person was critically injured in a crash involving multiple semi-trailers and more than a dozen other vehicles, according to the Michigan State Police. Westbound I-94 remains closed hours after the crash, which happened at 1 p.m. today. The crash was on westbound I-94 near Hartford, exit 46 in Van Buren County, according to officials. Charlotte, North Carolina could see its first snow for the first time in years, and that's good news. And Al Gore is quivering in the corner, as an Alberta clipper could bring snow all the way down to New York City. Now, New York City's run of mild weather appears to be headed towards an abrupt end thanks to an Alberta clipper bringing cold weather and possibly snow down from Canada into the Big Apple. How do you like them apples? Big ones. And here's the forecast. Lake effect snow continues downwind of the Great Lakes, below normal temperatures across the eastern half of the U.S. Arctic air will continue below normal temperatures across the eastern half of the U.S. through Tuesday, which will be your lose day, with heavy lake effect snow continuing downwind of the Great Lakes. High pressure over the western half of the U.S. will support mainly dry weather for much of the region with above normal temperatures this week, and we are, in fact, basking in that glory. A quick look at the latest run in the GFS model shows the next few days a relentless assault coming from continued lake effect snow, and then that clipper drops down right here. Look, Tuesday, Wednesday, by Thursday, it's in the U.S., And Friday, it's done its deed, and it may bring snow all the way to the Big Apple. Certainly some flurries in northern Jersey, maybe even the suburbs of Philadelphia. But those lake effect regions will continue to get pummeled at least through the end of the first week of December. And that is when another system moves down the Rockies and brings snow even to Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis, as well as Nebraska, Illinois, and many other states of misery. Seismic update. No quakes of note. Low-level activity worldwide. Just a bunch of small earthquakes. Icelandic volcano eruption forces closure of the Blue Lagoon. One of the biggest tourist destinations in all of Iceland as it cuts off the road. The volcanic fissure continues to spill lava on Iceland's Reykjanes Peninsula more than a week after it first opened. It has forced the temporary closure of the island's tourist destination, the Blue Lagoon. Experts from the Icelandic Institute of Natural History say the lava field is the second largest by volume to occur in the area since 2023. Lava continues to spew out of a fissure in southwest Iceland more than a week after it erupted for the 7th time this year. And the volcano has sat quiet for almost 2 months before this fissure burst open on the Reykjanes Peninsula. The satellite image here, published by NASA's Earth Observatory earlier this week, shows the extent of the lava flow, which has spilled over roads and encircled the Blue Lagoon completely. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Iceland. So our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to all those affected. And just like all the last 7 eruptions, this one too will come to a close. Worldwide volcano news for December 2nd, we've got Popocatépetl puffing and passing the 19,000-foot Ibu on the list. Nevado de Ruiz, 23,000-foot puff there. A new period of ash emissions now occurring at Can Leon in the Philippines. Popo to 20,500. Liwatobi to 9. Raventador, 15,000-foot puff today. Samaru, who knew? Now you do. 14,000-foot blast there. Nevado de Ruiz, 22,000-foot puff. Ibu puffing and passing Can Leon. A period of ash emissions occurred today at the volcano. Samaru, 15,000-foot puff there. Tal on the list. 11,000-foot blast coming from Tal with a short list ending on the first volcano for December 3rd, Swanazima, 6,000-foot puff there. A quick look over at space weather for the day, and the sun has now been quiet for the greater part of a week. KP is low. Geomagnetic storming is not happening as there is no flaring, but we do have this coronal hole in 5 days from now. We could get some geomagnetic activity from this tiny hole. It is kind of south, but it's the best we can hope for. Quick look at telemetry shows that the phi angle shifted south a few hours ago. Did that do anything to the KP? Brought it up a little bit, and there is some aurora lighting up in the higher latitudes. Scientists are measuring burps and farts, and it could help save the planet. Oh my. Unless the whole idea that CO2 is the climate control knob is complete garbage, which it is, and that they are barking up the wrong tree and wasting literally billions of dollars on useless programs that will do nothing. Here is more paid nothingness on the scientific frontiers. A 3D ocean model shows the ocean acidification moving deeper as the atmospheric emissions increase. Now, this is based on the false premise that CO2 causes temperatures to increase, or in this case, ocean acidification to increase. The only problem with that is the ocean is not acidic. It's basic or alkaline. It has a pH of around 8.1, and it varies very little. In fact, in the last several hundred years, it has barely varied 1/10 of the entire amount. In fact, 200 years ago, it was measured, the ocean's alkalinity was measured at 8.2, and now it's 8.1, which is basic, not acidic. Acids are anything values below 7, and the ocean will never be acidic and never have a value below 7. It's salt water, for goodness sakes. Now, here is the paper, The Progression of Ocean Interior Acidification Over the Industrial Era. And they're claiming that a 1/10 of a percent of the whole is something to worry about. Absolutely insane. New study reveals manufacturing secrets of the ancient Nebra sky disk. Now, do you know about this? The Nebra sky disk is fascinating. Take a look at this. It is literally a sculpture in gold, and copper that is absolutely fantastic, and it demonstrates advanced Bronze Age craftsmanship. You see, analysis shows the disk was produced using 10 cycles of heating up to 700 degrees C and forging. And this is 3,600 years ago. My bad. The artifact is considered one of the most significant archaeological finds in Germany ever. And the research published in the scientific journal Scientific Reports utilized modern metallographic analysis to reveal that the disk was produced using an elaborate warm forging process. What it means? Well, it means that around 4,000 years ago, we were well aware of the celestial sphere, and we were studying it. Have you heard? Biden's unpardonable hypocrisy has been brought to light. After months of claiming he would never pardon his son, well, he did just that. The president vowed not to pardon his son Hunter his entire term and then did so anyway. This isn't because of what Joe Biden claims, that Hunter Biden is just simply, he's simply a pawn in a scheme against his family. The problem is that the people that brought charges against Hunter Biden were appointed by Joe Biden. So everything this man says is a lie, and he pardoned him for a period of 11 years. Going back 11 years for any crimes he may have committed. This includes the illegal payments, yes, the foreign influence payments from Burisma that Hunter was getting, millions of dollars a month and 10% for the big guy. These people, this is a crime family, and it's disgusting. And this pardon does not end the investigation. What should begin your investigation is investigating the best presents to give to your loved ones as the holidays fast approach. Check out Oppenheimer Ranch Project's Preparedness store, where we have literally hundreds of products. I think we're approaching 1,000 products at this point, all reviewed, top performing products across the spectrum, including weather radios, solar generators, health supplements, survival seeds, organic gardening essentials, and more. If it's not in the store, tell me to put it in there, and we will. Everything you need, from water filtration to bulk seeds, portable heaters, aquaponics, long-term food storage, chicken care, Scandinavian hatchets, solar flashlights, rocket stoves, and even thermal imagers. So check out the Preparedness store and support your preparedness. Give the best gifts this season and support our channel. We love you. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share the video. We're shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Click the link below in the first comment and become a Patreon. Support the work we do and watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free. Just $1 a month. You can do it. Support the channel you love. We love each and every one of you. Hit the thumbs up Be safe. We'll see y'all tomorrow.